Why is Sagittarius the trickiest zodiac sign? This question worries many who are interested in astrology and the characteristics of the various zodiac signs. Sagittarians are rarely considered sly because they seem open, cheerful, and guileless. But in fact, this is exactly where his main trick lies. He knows how to achieve his goals without arousing suspicion, and his lightness and humor are just a mask, hiding a strategic mind. Let's find out why Sagittarius is one of the trickiest zodiac signs. The first reason is spontaneity. Sagittarians tend to make spontaneous decisions and adventures, which can give the impression that they don't always follow a clear plan. But this is not necessarily a trick, but rather a manifestation of their love of freedom. Sagittarians often strive for freedom and independence, and they appreciate opportunities to follow new horizons. Their spontaneity can be a source of inspiration and joy for both themselves and their loved ones. They are often willing to take risks in order to experience new adventures and learn more about the world around them. However, sometimes their tendency to spontaneity can cause misunderstandings among more cautious people, especially when it comes to financial or life decisions. It is important for Sagittarians to learn how to carefully weigh the consequences of their actions and find a balance between desire, adventure, and responsibility. The second reason is openness to new things. Sagittarians are curious and open to new ideas and cultures. Their interest in diversity can sometimes be perceived as a trick, but in fact, it is a manifestation of their love for exploring the world. Sagittarians, as a rule, are ready to explore various aspects of life and strive to broaden their horizons. Their openness to new things can lead them to travel, explore different cultures, and interact with people of different nationalities. This can be a source of enrichment for themselves and for others. However, sometimes their constant interest in new things can make them fickle and unfocused. It is important for Sagittarians to learn how to find a balance between the desire to learn and the moments of deep immersion in learning what they have already begun. The third reason, he pretends that everything happens by accident. Sagittarius never shows that he has a clear plan. He gives the impression that everything is going by itself, and he is just going with the flow. But in reality, he knows how to direct events so that he ends up in a winning position. His trick is that others don't even realize that he deliberately set up the situation. The fourth reason, he knows how to evade responsibility. Sagittarians are masters at avoiding obligations. They promise a lot, but if something goes wrong, they always find a way to get away with it. They can turn on the charm, turn everything into a joke, or just say that it just happened. As a result, no one gets mad at them, even if they let someone down. The fifth reason is risk-taking. Sagittarians are usually not afraid to take risks, and they can behave bravely in unfamiliar situations. Their boldness may cause a misunderstanding, but it's not necessarily a trick. Sagittarians tend to be ready to take on challenges and seek adventure, and they can step out of their comfort zone to experience something new. Their risk-taking can lead them to take on bold ventures and achieve outstanding results. They are often not afraid to do things that others might consider too bold or unreasonable. However, sometimes their risk-taking can make them too careless and inconsiderate. It is important for Sagittarians to learn how to weigh risks and make decisions based on common sense and consideration of possible consequences. The sixth reason is informality. Sagittarians are often informal in communication and behavior, which can give the impression of unpredictability. But this is not necessarily a trick, but rather a manifestation of their independence. Sagittarians, as a rule, do not like restrictions. and they value freedom in their lives. Their informal style can manifest itself in various aspects of their behavior, from communication to clothing and lifestyle. They usually follow their own rules and rarely assume the role of conformists. However, sometimes their informality can cause misunderstanding among those who prefer a more traditional and formal style. It is important for Sagittarians to learn to respect diversity in society and be ready to adapt to different situations. The seventh reason: he always knows more than he's letting on. Although Sagittarians seem to be talkers, they don't actually disclose all the information. They may seem outspoken, but they keep important details hidden. Their trick is that they never reveal all their cards. They give others just as much information as they need to stay in an advantageous position. The eighth reason is optimism. Sagittarians are usually characterized by optimism and faith in the best. Their optimism may cause misunderstandings, but it has nothing to do with trickery. Sagittarians, as a rule, see the bright side of life and believe in the possibility of positive changes and successful outcomes. Their optimism can be a source of inspiration and motivation for both themselves and others. They often spread a positive mood and are willing to inspire others with their beliefs. However, sometimes their optimism can cause misunderstandings among those who are more skeptical about life. It is important for Sagittarians to remember that optimism, while valuable, must be accompanied by realism and willingness to face challenges. The ninth reason for love of freedom. Sagittarians value their independence and freedom. Their desire for freedom may be mistaken as a trick. Sagittarians, as a rule, do not like restrictions, and they are ready to go their own way, even if it does not coincide with the expectations of society. Their love of freedom can manifest itself in various aspects of their lives, including career choices, communication style, and even clothing style. They are willing to take risks and follow their beliefs. However, sometimes their desire for freedom can create misunderstandings among those who prefer a more traditional and conformist lifestyle. It's important for Sagittarians to learn to respect diversity and be prepared for others to choose their own paths. Thus, the love of freedom in Sagittarians is a manifestation of their independence and desire to live according to their beliefs, and with the right balance, it can help them develop their personality and follow their values. The 10th reason for the lack of bias. Sagittarians are usually open to different points of view and cultures. Their tolerance may cause misunderstandings, but it has nothing to do with trickery. Sagittarians tend to be willing to listen to others and respect differences in opinions and beliefs. Their lack of bias can manifest itself in various aspects of their communication, including the ability to engage in dialogue and the ability to see the world from different angles. They are ready to learn and grow based on the experiences of other cultures and worldviews. However, sometimes their tolerance can cause misunderstanding among those who are more conservative and adhere to outdated beliefs. It is important for Sagittarians to remember that respect for difference and diversity is a key feature of a developed society. Sagittarius is not an obvious cunning man, but a hidden strategist. His strength lies in his lightness, charm, and ability to direct events so that no one suspects him of calculating. If Sagittarius wants something, he will achieve it effortlessly, without pressure or manipulation, simply by charming others and making them want to help him.